Hi everyone, this is Michael from HardwareGeeks.com, and today I'm going to show you a bit of the Epson Artisan 810, the newest Artisan printer from Epson. I have both the Artisan 800 and the 810 sitting next to each other, and I'm going to let you guys guess which is which after I tell you a bit about the Artisan 810. Unlike the 800, the 810 does come with a duplexer. On the 800, you had to buy the duplexer separately for $50. It's now standard on the 810. Like the 800, the 810 uses the Claria inks, which, in my opinion, are the best inks in the business. And if you watch the video that I'm going to post below this video, you'll see the 800 beating the HP C8180 last year in a print off. The Claria inks allow you to print vibrant photos. Also, the ink is instant dry, so as soon as the printer is done printing, the ink is dry. You can spill water on it. The ink won't run. It won't smudge. Best ink in the business. Kodak can't even compare. Some other differences with the 810, Epson doesn't tell you to plug it into your router before you activate it on your wireless network. With the 800, they recommended that, even though you could really just use the wireless wizard on both of them. That's pretty much all the differences. Now, can you guys tell them apart? Because when I first took it out the box and sat it next to the 800, I really couldn't tell it apart, and I guess Epson is like me and believing that if it's not broken, don't fix it. I think it's a beautiful design, and in 2008, last year, the Artisan 800 won the Best Printer of the Year award. So let me take the camera off the tripod and show you guys the differences. But before I do that, for those of you who said the 810 is on the left, you're wrong. It's on the right. So one of the first differences you'll notice if you have the 800 is the unlock button has a little yellow paint to let you know it pressed there. 800 did not, and I'm told that a lot of people would just push down on the touchscreen and literally break it. I guess they don't read instructions, neither do I, but whatever. So they've added that. Again, the 810 does come standard with a duplexer. It's the same size duplexer that you would buy as an option for the 800. Adds about 2 inches to the back of the printer. The touchscreen is the same. No differences. They both have memory card reader with PIC bridge. The only thing I wish Epson did change in the Artisan line is this flimsy paper tray that every time I open I feel like I'm going to break. It's just way too flimsy, and they kept it on the Artisan 810, and I just know I'm going to break it. So let me put the camera back on the tripod. I'm going to show you some cool prints. Well, I'm not going to show you, I'm going to show you how fast and how good the prints on the Artisan 800 are. So I have a USB stick with 5 pictures that I got off of Windows 7 and the picture samples folder. I already have Epson picture paper in the tray, and people, please remember that when you put picture paper in the tray, the side you want the picture to be printed on goes down. I got a lot of emails last year from people saying that they put the paper in and it printed on the wrong side, and they needed to know how to put the paper in. I guess they couldn't figure out that you had to flip it over. So I'm gonna put this USB drive in there. I'm gonna zoom that up a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see the touchscreen, but I'm going to press on print photos. And view and print, you have some options. You have view and print photos. If you view and print photos, you can crop the pictures, tell it how many copies you want. If you print all photos, it'll just print every single photo on the drive. And then you have the option to print onto a greeting card. But I want to show you guys how the view and print photos works. So you press there. I'm going to zoom in a bit more so you can see the little koala bear. And then I want 2 copies. So the plus button right there, you just press it twice. Once, twice. And then I just go to hit the arrow button to go to the next picture, which is a nice flower. And there's a display and crop button right there. So I want to crop it, so I press it. And then I just tap on the arrows to center where I want to print. And I just want to print right there. So I hit, after I'm done, I just hit OK, and I just want 1 picture, so I hit OK to confirm after it shows me what the crop will look like. Then I just want 1, so I don't have to hit anything. Go to the next picture. I want 1 of these. I don't want any of those. 1 of the jellyfish. And that's it. So I just hit the start button. Pull out the picture tray, the paper tray I mean. I'm going to back you up a bit so you can see how fast it comes out. Now the Artisan 800 had one of the fastest print speeds. And I assume the 810 is faster than that. I timed them, and the 810 was a tiny bit faster, but not much to mention. Not really enough to mention. So here's the cropped photo, and right away, it's dry. Like I said, the Claria ink is the best in the business. Instant dry, no ink on my finger, and the quality is superb. I don't know if you guys saw my my ESP7 Kodak printer ink challenge with HP, and these prints are way better than the Kodak prints. Again, ink's dry. You can literally spill water on this, and the ink will not run. I won't do that now, but if you are reading this post on hardwaregeeks.com, I'll have another video directly underneath that shows me pouring water onto some Epson prints. That was for the Epson Artisan 800, but it uses the exact same, the 810 uses the exact same ink. Here's the koala bear. Nice print, again, instant dry. So I'm gonna cancel that because we don't need to see any more printing. I'm gonna move the camera up a bit. I want to show you the scan feature. Move it up and back. So let's move back a little bit. There we go. So we have the Artisan 810 press release from Samsung. 4 pages, printed on one side each. Just flip the lid over, put the paper in. Move these pictures out of the way. You have to go back to the home menu, hit copy, color, OK, and it will automatically scan and print. I have to hit start, I forgot about that. By default, it should print. It should use the duplexer and print on both sides of the paper, therefore saving you paper. It'll scan 2 pages first before it starts printing. Actually, it's starting printing first. On the 810, it would scan first and then print. But if it works correctly, I guess I don't have the duplexer function enabled. My bad. So it's going to print on 4 pages. But the duplexer function does work, and I'll demo it for you on the 800, since it'll be easier to do that there. As you can see, the scan and print speed is pretty fast. And again, the ink is instant drying. I'm smudging it with my finger, no residue around it. Looks exactly like the one that I just put in there. So gonna see if I can enable the duplexer settings real quick for you guys. If not, I'm gonna have to end this video as it's over 10 minutes. Actually, I'll end it now and I'll do another video on the duplexer. So that's the Artisan 810. Hope you guys liked my little video. Check the review on hardwaregeeks.com if you haven't.